Broadcasting from various countries around the world using voice over IP technology, this is VoIP Uncovered, a VoIP On Solutions UK podcast. Representing VoIP On, I'm Kathleen Reed. Today we're speaking with Ruth Bridger, Xorcom's VP of Marketing. Thanks for joining us today, Ruth.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Xorcom is a privately held IP-PBX manufacturer that harnesses Asterisk, the open source IP-PBX, to design and produce leading-edge hardware and telephony solutions for commercial installations. So today we're going to learn a little more about Xorcom and Xorcom's Twinstar appliance. So Ruth, recently we've interviewed a number of vendors, such as Digium, Funcordiax, 3CX, and Pika, and they're all offering what they consider to be the best PBX solution on the market. How does Xorcom and the Twinstar in particular stand out from the rest of the competition?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that Xorcom systems offer hybrid support. That is to say, they support both PSTN and VoIP traffic on a single PBX. This means that Xorcom systems can integrate into existing telephony environments to provide the added benefit of voice over IP, or even completely replace an existing PSTN-based system to provide all of the telephony for an organization, while allowing the customer to maintain the existing infrastructure, which includes wiring and handsets alike. Second of all, our systems are modular and scalable, so they can grow with the organization. Our IP-PBX line supports from 50 up to 1,000 users. And also, because our systems are open, they can integrate easily with third-party applications. For example, many of our partners integrate their software on our hardware platform to provide a bundled solution for, say, contact centers and telemarketing operations. And last but not least, we have the only complete failover solution in the market for Asterisk-based PBX, which includes the servers, telephony interfaces, and the IP phones. It's called Twinstar, and it is unique in this aspect because it's based on our XPP architecture, in which the telephony interfaces are external to the Asterisk server and therefore not server-dependent in case of server failure.
Great. So you mentioned failover events. So what sort of failover events might the Twinstar catch? Is there any type of failover that it won't catch?
Well, Twinstar is programmed to detect any server-based issue, such as faulty power supply, hardware component, software error, disconnected cable, things of that nature. What it won't catch is something like a complete power outage, for example. This is something that the integrator would have to protect using some other method.
Okay, so what type of organization do you think would be the best candidate to purchase such an appliance?
Well, due to the flexibility and modularity of our systems, which I just mentioned, we see a wide range of customers, from small lawyers' offices to multi-billion-dollar international corporations with dozens of remote sites. I would say that the sweet spot is organizations between 50 and 500 users. If we're talking about vertical markets, we notice that hospitality is a great match. Many hotels have existing telephony infrastructure supporting hundreds of FXS lines. If they want to integrate their voice and data networks, Xorcom's high-density systems, which can support almost 700 FXS lines in a single configuration, are a really great choice.
Okay, great. So from your perspective, where do you see the future of the open source telephony market going?
The open source telephony market is definitely growing rapidly. Recent research from the Eastern Management Group, that's a group that's been following telephony trends for almost 3 decades now, shows that it grew 30% worldwide in the first half of 2009, while the traditional PBX market more or less stagnated. Don't you think the open source telephony market share is really quite large, considering the short time it's been available? It's really unbelievable. We see it growing across all industries and for all system sizes. I personally wouldn't be surprised if open source starts to constitute the majority of new telephony implementations in a very short time.
What more might VoIP-On's listeners see out of Xorcom in the near future?
Oh, we have quite a lot going on right now. Much of our development activity centers around building reliability into open source telephony. We'll soon present new products which optimize power management for larger implementations by using a redundant power supply feature for the telephony interfaces. We'll also launch a high-density PRI unit, which is great for CLEX, and improve models of our medium and high-end PBX lines. We'll also announce integration with some hot new technologies. If you've heard of Smart Grid, for example, we're tying in there. All of these endeavors will be discussed and demonstrated next month when we're at the IT Expo in Miami, Florida.
Great. So thanks so much for your time today, Ruth. Ruth Bridger is Xorcom's VP of Marketing. This has been a VoIP On Covered podcast brought to you by VoIP On Solutions. For more information, please visit www.voipon.co.uk.